Former President Donald Trump was shot and injured in an assassination attempt on Saturday night that also killed a spectator and critically injured two others. Snipers killed the shooter, a 20-year-old man, after he fired 8 rounds at the rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. The former president could be seen touching his ear as the shooting unfolded before he was shielded by Secret Service and whisked off stage with blood on his face and into an SUV to safety. Trump said in a social media post that a bullet pierced the upper part of his right ear. Law enforcement officials investigating the assassination attempt on Donald Trump told lawmakers Wednesday that 20 minutes passed between the time U.S. Secret Service snipers first spotted the gunman on a rooftop and the time shots were fired at the former president, according to several law enforcement officials and lawmakers briefed on the matter. Officials said the snipers spotted the suspect, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, on the roof of a building outside the security zone at the rally Saturday in Butler, Pennsylvania, at 5:52 p.m. ET. The shooting happened at 6:12 p.m. ET, 20 minutes later, the sources said. In the days since the shooting, the Secret Service has come under scrutiny for its response to the assassination attempt, and the agency's director, Kimberly Cheadle, has been subpoenaed to testify before Congress. A Department of Homeland Security spokesperson said she welcomes the opportunity to testify. Resources said that Crooks searched on his phone for images of President Joe Biden and former President Trump and searched for the dates of Trump's rally in Butler and for dates of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. The phone search history revealed no indication of Crooks' political views, and investigators were trying to determine his motive. The FBI director, his deputy director, and the head of the Secret Service told lawmakers Crooks was identified as a person of interest a full 62 minutes before the shooting took place, according to the law enforcement officials and lawmakers briefed. According to the sources, the timeline presented in the briefing was as follows. 5:10 p.m. Crooks was first identified as a person of interest 5:30 p.m. Crooks was spotted with a rangefinder. 5:52 p.m. Crooks was spotted on the roof by Secret Service. 6:02 p.m. Trump takes the stage. 6:12 p.m. Crooks fires first shots. From the time Crooks fired his first shot to the gunman being killed was just 26 seconds, according to law enforcement officials. 11 seconds after the first shot, Secret Service counter-snipers acquired their target, and 15 seconds after that, Crooks was shot dead. Briefers told lawmakers that Crooks purchased an ammunition box at a Walmart on July 5th, 2 days after the rally was announced. On July 13th, he went to the rally site in the morning, was there for an hour, and then left. He came back sometime in the early 5 p.m. hour and tried to enter security perimeter. Sources said that one of 2 sniper teams posted atop buildings to the north and south behind the rally stage, repositioned before the first gunshots were fired. At 6:09 p.m., 3 minutes before the first gunshots rang out, the sniper team on the roof of the building south of the stage, the furthest away from the shooter's location, repositioned, turning from the south to the north in the direction of the shooter's location. The motive for the assassination attempt remains a mystery, according to the briefers, and they have not identified any ideological nexus to Trump and/or Biden. Based on interviews with the shooter's parents, law enforcement told members they believe that neither has strong political leanings. The FBI told lawmakers they've conducted 200 interviews as part of the investigation, a source said. Though law enforcement sources said Crooks is believed to have purchased a 5-foot ladder at a Home Depot before the shooting, it does not appear to have been used to climb on the roof and was not found at the scene. Crooks was able to get a clear shot at the former president by scaling an air conditioning unit accessible from the ground and pulling himself up to the top of a building outside the security perimeter, sources told ABC News. From there, he gained access to the top of the neighboring American Glass Research, AGR building, sources said. This graphic shows the location of the stage at the Trump rally in Butler, PA, on July 13, 2024, and the suspected shooter's location on a rooftop near the venue. Witnesses told us that they saw him shimmying up the slope of the AGR building's roof to the area where he got off up to 8 shots at Trump, who was speaking at a podium about 400 feet away. Trump said he suffered a bullet wound to his right ear. 3 rallygoers were shot in the incident, including 50-year-old volunteer firefighter Corey Comparator, who was killed shielding his family from the gunshots, officials said. The 2 other rallygoers were listed in stable condition. Minutes before pulling off the brazen assassination attempt, Crooks was seen walking around near the magnetometers, where rallygoers were being scanned for weapons before entering the outdoor venue, according to law enforcement sources. Butler County Sheriff Michael T. Sloop told that he was informed by other law enforcement officials that a Butler Township police officer searching for the suspicious person was vaulted onto the AGR building's roof and briefly confronted the gunman, who turned his weapon to the officer, causing him to retreat back down. Shots rang out moments later. What did you think? What happened that day?